Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today I would like to discuss unwanted intervals in a harmony progression. So when we take a melody and we try to put some chords, normally we have the feeling that some chords they are fitting really well and in other chords there is something not common, or perhaps we can say strange in some cases. Normally we call these specific situations, okay, I'm having dissonances, or I have dissonant notes between the note from the chord and the note from the melody. Yes, this is a possible situation. So when we have situations like this, it's important to understand that yes, sometimes we put chords that they are part of the harmony of one specific scale. So in some ways I can say, wow, but this chord is fitting well in the harmony rules. But when you hear the sound, something's not working well. This is because we have especially two situations where the intervals, they create some non-wanted intervals or clashes, if I can say like that, creating not common or strange combinations of intervals. So normally we have two specific intervals that we can have problems. So first of all, the minor second or the minor ninth, if you're thinking about the octave for sure, and the augmented fourth or the augmented 11th. So these are the two things that we want to avoid. So minor seconds or ninth, and also the augmented fourth or augmented 11th. Okay, let's practice a little bit to understand how this can work. Because if you understand, doesn't matter the reharmonization technique or the kind of reharmonization progression that you want to apply in a melody, you only need to remember these two basic rules. For sure, we can have some exceptions in some cases. But if you remember these two basic rules, so minor ninths and minor seconds, augmented fourths and augmented 11th, so you will not have problems to harmonize your song. Okay, so let's take the famous Happy Birthday to You just to show an example. And by the way, it's really important that in your harmonic instrument, you can also try to play the notes of the melody to know exactly what is the note from the melody that is creating a kind of a clash with one note from the chord. Okay, let's take this in C major. For sure I will not sing the lyrics, but just the melody. Okay, only until here. Well, basically C major, G major, and C major again. And now let's observe what can happen when I play for the second time the C major. What will be the note in the melody? Bam, 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 ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam. Okay, so the note in the melody is C, combining with the chord of C major, so the tonic, magic, perfect, beautiful. Bam. Let's change. I will play two different chords to show exactly the two wanted intervals that I was describing before. So I will not play anymore the C major, I will play E minor. So in the chord of E minor, as you could see here, we have the E, we have the G, and we have the B. However, when we take this chord, if I have the C in the melody, I will have a minor second from B to C, and also I will have this specific interval that I don't want, so the minor ninth. So this is not something that I want. So now let's listen with the song. Bam, 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 ba-dum. Bam, bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, da-dum. This is not cool. Da-dum. If you see, wow, but you're playing the third chord, so from C major, so E minor. So E minor is part of the C major scale because you're playing only notes from the scale. You're playing the E, you're playing the G, and you're playing the B. All the notes, they are part of the C major scale. So when I take the third chord, so C, D, E, I have the E minor. This will not work. Okay, so now let's check something different. So let's check the unwanted fourth, just to show an example. So instead of playing the C major, I will play also a C chord, but I will play the C diminished chord, where I have exactly the F sharp and the F sharp together with the C will create the augmented fourth, something that I don't want. So let's check together. Bam, 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 dum, 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 da-dum. Well, if you want to create a kind of a creepy song, or if you want to create some scared feeling, maybe you can combine. Dum, dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. If you want to change the mood of your song, perhaps, if you want to have something like this. So, summarizing this video, always when we are harmonizing a song, I need to pay attention about what are the intervals that I have on the melody and how these intervals can impact my harmony, because combining one note from the chord and one note from the melody, I can have two specific unwanted intervals that can create some problems in the whole idea of my arrangement. So minor second and minor ninths, and also augmented fourth and augmented 11ths. So if you remember these two intervals for all the different reharmonization techniques, for sure you have no problem to apply all the specific rules. So this is all for now, and for sure in my following videos I will explain more about the different reharmonization techniques. So thank you so much and see you. Bye bye.